Hello YouTube, how we doing? Welcome back to another metal detecting video. Today I'm heading into well, call it Dartmouth, to meet up with Janine, and we're going to metal detect a spot called Lawrencetown Beach. I'll chuck up a map right now, why not, have a quick show. I'm gonna chuck in my third-party battery and what do you call that, when you speed up, when you record the video in sped up mode, time lapse. I'm gonna record a time lapse of my drive in there today and waste down one of the shitty batteries. If you guys like this video and others like it, make sure you hit the like button, head on over to my channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification button so you get notified whenever I upload. All right, we'll see you in the beautiful, probably foggy town of Lawrencetown, Nova Scotia. All right, we are in Dartmouth on Main Street. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it in the video, but when we went by the airport, a Sunwing, I think it was a 727 landed. It might have also been a smaller Airbus. I couldn't really get a good look at it as I was driving, you know. But hopefully that shows up in video because it was pretty cool. It touched down basically as I was going by, which is always a factor when you're driving by the airport in Halifax. The runway is readily visible. Well, the one they use anyway. And because I've been playing Microsoft Flight Simulator a bit, I happen to know that that runway is the, it's called runway 05 or runway 23, depending on which direction you're coming from. And it's the long runway there in Halifax if you're looking on a map. The other one's 14 and 32, I believe. And if you don't know, those numbers on the airway, on the runways, denominate a compass bearing, if you didn't know that. Kind of fascinating how they navigate planes around the world, to be honest with you. You ever want to get scared before your flight, check out, what's it called? Flight Radar 24, whatever it is. Flight Aware, basically. And look at the air runways around where you're flying into or whatever. But don't be too scared because they have that down to a science. So we're in Cole Harbour now, as I said earlier. We're on this Cole Harbour Drive? What do they call this? I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what they call this street. I think it might be Cole Harbour Drive. But this is one of the predominant residential neighborhoods in Dartmouth. It's really the biggest, I would say. The biggest suburban I'd call it almost an exclave of Dartmouth. It's like its own city almost, without a city. Residential, but it's a lot of people and it's big in nature. We've been following that guy for a long time. He passed us like right at the first exit we got on the highway. And yeah, I mean, back when I was in high school, which I really don't want to tell you, but I will, which was about oh, how old am I now? About 17, 18 years ago. Is that right? Am I lying to you? Yeah, 16, 17 years ago, somewhere like that. Cole Harbour was the bad part of town, especially right here in Cole Harbour. Like once you got a little bit further out to where we're going, it wasn't so bad. But right here and the school, those were some of the worst parts of Dartmouth. So they've really done some cool things with Cole Harbour. And I mean, it makes perfect sense. We're very close to Halifax. Lots of amenities, lots of infrastructure. It'd be a great spot to raise a family, let me tell you that. Be much better than, you know, right on the outskirts of Toronto or even Montreal. Much less crime. I love that building. That building was a huge controversy when it first came here. Because that was right around, you know, September 11th. I think it was right in that time anyway, when that mosque was getting built. But man, that's a beautiful building there. Just a gorgeous building. Alright, so we're back on Portland Street, heading, oh, I don't know, kind of northeast. I'll put up a map on the screen and show you where we are in relation to everything. Hopefully I remembered to do that. But yeah, we're about to crest the hill up here, and once we crest the hill, we'll be able to see the ocean. And then it's just a little jaunt from there. I don't think Janine's gonna be there yet. She stopped on the way at another beach and got distracted. Which I can't imagine she's finding much good stuff out. Five-acre building lot for sale in Lawrencetown. Oh yeah, look at that. I never get sick of that. Never get sick of that. I don't know how well that's gonna come out in the video for you guys, but there's nothing quite like cresting that hill. Well, there is one thing like it, and when we pull up to the beach, that's when it is. This person could have not cut in front of me to slow down like this. But it's okay. We had a really good trip in on the highway. Most of the time you're gonna find morons on the highway, especially that highway that I took, which is the 102. It's the main artery between Halifax and Truro, really, and Moncton, really, and like Odin. So it's all the traffic that's heading west basically is on the 102. So you get lots of morons. So today was a pretty uneventful day for morons. So if we have one moron on the way over here, that's not the end of the world. And they're not the biggest moron on earth. They probably just don't want to get a speeding ticket. I've encountered much larger morons. Just today, really. Like, I was on Twitter this morning. That basically sealed that. Looks like we have moron 2. I guess we're going 70. The speed limit's 50, so I can't really call him a moron. It's kind of rude. Scooter's Tire Barn. I'm actually soon going to be in the market for tires, which kind of sucks. Rubber isn't cheap. Yeah, I think I've told you guys a little bit about this area out here before, but I'll tell you a little bit more about it. So back in the day, way back in the day, the train, when they first built the train line through here to like Windsor Junction area out towards Fall River, there was a line that spurred out here, and it went across the salt marsh, which today you will find is a walking trail called the Salt Marsh Walking Trail, I think is what it's called, the Salt Marsh Trail Association, something like that. We're gonna cross over it here in just a little bit. There's a piece of property for sale there. I can't imagine that's cheap. I wonder if that's that island. That'd be crazy, dude. If that island's for sale, I'm gonna see if I can finance that somehow. But yeah, anyway, the Salt Marsh Trail is out here, and then you got Lawrencetown Beach. There's not a whole lot going on for amenities out here though. Like, it's pretty slow going. here's the Salt Marsh Trail here. We're just crossing over it. It's you might not be able to tell. I think that was it. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm lying to you. About 8 degrees, so it's pretty chilly. That might mean that there might not be many people out here. It's also coming on, the tide should be like high-ish going out. It should be like halfway out, give or take. Maybe a little less. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to mean for the beach here. I mean, I've come to this beach before, but I've never really spent much time on it. There's just always been other beaches that pique my interest more. The really popular beaches around here is Rainbow Haven, but I went there. I don't think I ever uploaded the video because I didn't find anything. Literally not a thing. It's like the most beautiful beach though, like, and it's very sandy. The water's nice and calm because you're kind of in a sheltered cove. It's kind of like right at the mouth of an inlet. I can put up a map. But yeah, I didn't find a lick there, even though I think I've said this before too. You look on the Google Map imagery and the beach is just full of people, like full. I'll see if I can show that in the video now. So I think we're now in Lawrencetown town, and this is about as towny as it gets. Pretty quiet out here, cool here. Honestly, I think with the shifting demographics and moving populations, this area out here and everywhere on the outskirts of Dartmouth is eventually going to become prime places for people to want to land. It's a great place to live. The only thing you really, like, you got to put up with the winter, and that's really it. And you're not going to get, unless you're in Vancouver, you're not going to get a good winter much anywhere in Canada. If I ever make it big, I'll be grabbing a house down south and keeping my place up here for the summer. That would be the lifestyle I would choose if I had all the money in the world. Big old greyhound dog, or whippet maybe. So here's where all the surf shops are now popping up. I really like the look of that spot. I love how they built that steel building there. It's really cool. I'd love to build one of those right where I have a metal detecting, actually, in the field. Okay, so we're basically here. We're gonna round this turn and then you'll see the beach and stuff. Kind of a lie, but you'll see what I mean in a second here. Looks like there's some people here potentially kite surfing already. That's another thing that happens at Lawrencetown. If you didn't know, if you're from here, you probably know that. But if you're not from here, lots of kite surfing goes on here. It's pretty cool. We'll see if we see any of them today. Doesn't look like it. The conditions might not be good. It's one beautiful piece of the earth, boys. One beautiful piece of the earth. The water's definitely high though. And here's that other spot that I was telling you about that takes your breath away. When you come up over this hill for the first time, let me tell you. And it's not as good as it used to be. They have a big pile of rocks here nowadays. It's kind of stupid looking. But yeah, tell me that isn't glorious. Yeah, it looks like the sand is almost all covered up. Oh man. Oh, I'm debating going right to Crystal Crescent and bailing on Janine, to be honest with you. I don't want to bail on her, but I also don't want to waste my only day off here. I wish they'd do some boardwalk building at Muscatov or at Martinique like they did here. Look at this. This is amazing. All right, even if we're not going to stay here, we'll have a quick look. Let me strap you up. All right, let's go have a quick look. Nice looking dog. God, it's glorious. It's so nice out. Might be nicer here than it is at home. God, this is some awesome infrastructure they added here, dude. Man, whoever was in charge of this should be proud of themselves. I'm sure they are. I would be. Like, what fantastic work, man. Look at this. This is glorious. This is how a beach should be when you come to it. Martinique needs to be ashamed of themselves. See if we see any sand. Look at this. Yeah, there's not a lick of sand to be seen. That's all right though. I don't think I'm gonna stay here. I'm going to jump right in my car, head right to Crystal Crescent. That'll actually let the tide go out a little bit too. I'm glad I stopped here, but we're gonna get a hold of Janine and tell her that we're not staying here. All right, we're making our way over to Halifax, and I am on Portland Street. Probably one of my favorite spots in Dartmouth. We got this tree line. Oh, sorry, this isn't Portland Street. This is Pleasant Street. We got the tree line street. We got people parking on the side of the road. That's nice. View of Halifax just over the way. The ferry's close by. If you were gonna live in Dartmouth, this would be about as good as it gets, in my opinion. And this area is due to be gentrified somewhat. You'll see a lot of these buildings, like the one on my right here, that Killam, that brick building. You'll see a lot of buildings like that, especially down like towards like Wise and over that direction. All right, so we're heading downtown. This is going to be Portland Street here. Actually, if you guys know about the shooting that took place here just about 2 years ago to the day now, the guy who did the shooting had a shop right here. It was actually right on the right in that building right there, and it used to have a big set of dentures on it, because that was what he did, dentures. Alright, we're gonna go right down Portland. You guys might recognize Portland Street if you've ever watched Trailer Park Boys. A lot of filming goes on here. Yeah, this is a big film industry street. And the episode where they did like where they were stealing parking meters and stuff, that's one of them, where they were on Portland Street. Right downtown here. They were actually on the downslope just coming up here. That guy wasn't from here, but I couldn't tell where he was from. Now, if I can find it, there's a picture from this street corner in like 18 something. I'll toss it up on screen now if I can find it. Alright, I'm gonna cut you off till we get back, at least to the bridge. I'll probably bring you back for some interesting stuff, but then we're just gonna get right to the beach. Now, some of you might give me a hard time for doing that. I gave him a $5 bill. Listen, these guys have a hard enough time on the street without people like me giving them a hard time about looking for a little bit of cash on the side. As long as, you know, if he's not out robbing people, for me to give him $5 is fuck all off. It's fuck all to me. And listen, those guys, even if there are people there who are trouble, and maybe they'll take that money and they'll go get dope. I have a hard time putting my thoughts into words about this, but those people have a hard enough time. I do pretty well for myself. I've been in a position where I could have been them. So you know, to give the guy a little bit of money, and maybe he'll do something bad with it. Maybe he'll get some food with it. I don't know. I don't really care. All I know is that they have a hard enough life without me judging them. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that explains my position somewhat. I really feel for the homeless people, man. They have a tough time. This world is not kind. It's not a kind world at all. If you have no one in this world to look out for you, man, I don't even like to think about it. Anyway, that put a real damper on this Halifax crossing. But this was much nicer than the last crossing that I did, which you couldn't see anything. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little snippet of video. But like I said before, I'm going to cut off the camera so I don't kill the battery. You know what? I'll deal with the battery problem if I have to. There's a sport check up here. I'll stop and buy a battery if I have to. Halifax is awesome today. People are out walking around, the sun's shining, there's no wind. It's a beautiful day in the city, ladies and gentlemen. So I figured I'd bring you back, and I'm about to head over towards Quinpool, I think. I haven't really decided yet. But yeah, we're gonna head out that way towards the Armory anyway, or the Rotary, because we gotta go that way. So I think we'll probably go right down Quinpool. If you guys don't know Quinpool is like a shopping street, kind of like a thoroughfare, kind of like dead center, middle of the peninsula. It's a great spot. Most of the city is. Alright, we're on the far side of North Street. That's a beautiful church. I've never really noticed that before. Looks like they just got some new steps. New steps are always good. This lady in the Micra is slightly annoying. I wish she would just drive. Alright, we're on Shabukto Road now, by the way. Kind of a really odd street in Halifax. Leads down to the Rotary, and it's certainly like a thoroughfare, like an artery. But in places it doesn't really act like that. It's more like a local street. Not the best for traffic. Oh shit, I can't go straight. Fuck. Can we go straight? Yeah, we can. Okay. I would have just turned if I didn't see that car doing that, so that worked out good. So this building here, I guess it's the CBC building, but I thought that was... Oh no, I was gonna say I thought that was the Chronicle Herald building, but it's actually down here, kind of over on our right over there. At least that used to be the Chronicle Herald building. I'm not sure if it still is, as they're not doing so great these days. Pretty sure I just took the wrong way, maybe. Oh no, this will work. Yeah, I should have went towards St. Margaret's Bay, but that's fine. This will work out. Alright, I'm gonna cut you off. Alright, I think we are close to here. I've literally never been here, so I don't really know. But we'll find out soon. I'm supposed to turn right here at some point. Right there, maybe. And we might have to walk in, it looks like. What are you doing, bro? Alright, I finally got you to turn on. These third-party GoPro batteries are not the best. So I'm here. Got parked after a little bit of a thing. I think I'm going the right way. Hopefully I don't end up on the nudist beach. Yeah, by the way, there's a nudist beach here. I don't think I went the right way. I think this is the parking lot. I could look on a map, but what fun is that? I gotta pee anyway, so yeah, just give me a second, I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I think I understand what's going on down here. You crest this hill, and then the beach is on your right over there. All kinds of parking here. Yeah, the tide's definitely in. So we'll hang out here a while, see how far the tide goes out. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a lighthouse out there. Very pretty. I see why they call this one of the nicer beaches in Nova Scotia. It's nice. It's certainly nice. Alright, I think I'm going to turn you off till I get down there and find something. Make sure you like the video. Even if we don't find anything, I don't think that'll be the end of the world. You see those ships out there? Guy fishing over there. Lots of people on the beach. I love it here already. Got my first target of the day. Pull tab. The sand is glorious. Look at this too. Awesome, that's a really nice piece. I think I was accidentally filming again, but I found this. Just a random piece of metal. Might have one time been a fishing weight. All right, I got something here. That little girl with the crown on just came and asked me what I found. She's very cute. Alright, well at some point that might have been something, but I think it's seen better days. Alright, apparently I was accidentally filming again, but I got another one out. We got it. Still in here. Looks like another just random piece of metal. Yeah, same thing, lead. Probably a fishing weight. All right, got one out. See if it's more of this fishing weight. Yep, this one's a little more intact. That's really weird. I'm finding a lot of these. Must be a good fishing spot. All right, I'm not real sure if this is old or not, but it's something other than a fishing weight. Nearly got wet. That bridge has seen better days, but man, it's really nice here. It's really, really nice. There's another beach just on the other side here. I'm gonna try it. I'm not finding much good stuff, but it's worth just being here. Bring you back if I find anything. All right. Hopefully this isn't the nudist beach. I don't think it is, but yeah, everyone seems clothed, so we'll head over. Don't get me wrong, I'm not opposed to other people doing that, but I'm not interested in getting in the middle of it. We aren't even safe at Crystal Crescent Beach from nails. This one's like super modern too. How weird is that? Another one. Another one. All right, I think I got one. Another one of those fishing weights. Damn, the fishing must be damn good here. All right, I didn't find anything good, but that was fun. I'm gonna give up. I got some stuff I got to do for school coming to the end of the semester. If I end up uploading this and you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more just like it. Let me know where you'd like to see me go next, and until then, we'll catch you later. Peace. Found a nail on my way out for extra sadistic against me. I was digging on my way out and found what's left of this penny, which is very little.